we overwhelmingly conquer. And when I think of that, I think of not just getting through the situation, not just surviving the circumstance, but you can conquer that way. But to overwhelmingly conquer means that you have done it, you've got to the end of it, and you've done it God's way, you've done it for His purpose and for His glory. And God says life is going to throw all these things at you. I'm going to work them all out for good. I'm with you from the beginning to the end. And here you may be a sheep, you may be defenseless, but you got a wonderful shepherd, and I'm on your side. Who's going to stand against you? Who is going to come against you? If I am the defense of your life, you will be an overwhelmingly conqueror, no matter what the circumstance you face in life. Jonathan and Rosalyn Goforth, I read their biography some years ago. They were missionaries to China. They were missionaries to China when the Boxer Rebellion happened, when there was this great backlash on Europeans and people from America that had the Western background. And when this rebellion broke out, they had to just flee. They left everything that was theirs. They tried to make it to a ship on the coast, and they were beaten along the way. They were stabbed. Jonathan was hacked with an axe at one point, and somehow they finally made it to a friendly ship. And they got there just with who they were and what they could make it to for all that distance, dealing with all the terrible tribulation. Well, they got to the ship, and here was this baby that Rosalyn had. And the baby had nothing but a blanket wrapped around it. And yet as she sat there on that ship, and with this baby only in a blanket, that while they were waiting to leave dock, she was thanking God for protecting their life and taking care of them, and that His loving hands was now where they were. Well, as she's sitting on that ship with this baby and nothing but a blanket, waiting for the ship to take off, this small sampan pulls up next to the larger boat, and a crate was tossed on board the ship, and almost right at her feet, and it had their name on it, the Goforth's name on it. It had been sent 6 months earlier, and inside of it was all the necessities that had been sent from the West, including clothing for a baby of that age. That God had gone before them. That God is working out all the details of life. No matter what these difficulties you might have, that Satan might throw at you, yet God is greater still. Starting in verse 38,